The Soviet officer was forced to pretend to be dead among a pile of corpses. The Germans, determined to make sure no one survived, repeatedly fired at the bodies of the fallen Soviet soldiers. Fortunately, the officer managed to avoid their attention. After the German troops retreated, he carefully emerged from the pile of corpses. Across the street, in a ruined building, two Nazi officers arrived with the intention of taking a bath. As he picked up his rifle and took aim, he was about to pull the trigger when suddenly a voice called out from behind. It turned out he wasn't the only one pretending to be dead. The soldier warned that firing recklessly could easily compromise their position. However, the officer ignored the warning. As he aimed at the enemy and pulled the trigger, he realized there were no bullets left. "Comrade Commissar," the soldier whispered softly, "please give me your rifle." Then he loaded the remaining 5 bullets into a chamber. The officer took the rifle and began to aim, but seemed hesitant. Turning to the soldier beside him, he asked which target should be prioritized. The soldier suggested waiting for an explosion so the gunshot would be masked by the noise. The Nazi officers had started bathing, with only the heads visible, a difficult target to shoot. The Soviet officer turned to the soldier and asked if he knew how to shoot. With a brief answer, "Just a little?" The officer handed him the rifle. As the soldier prepared to get into position, a jeep suddenly arrived from the other side of the road carrying 3 additional German soldiers. The pressure-mounted E had only 5 bullets and had to make sure every shot counted if they were to succeed. First, he observed the enemy's positions and waited for the airdrop supplies. Taking advantage of the moment, he aimed at the bold officer and shot him, taking him down with a single shot. The next officer noticed the body but hadn't fully grasped the situation when another bullet struck his forehead. The infantryman immediately hit the ground. On high alert, the third shot also killed another one. When one of the infantrymen tried to grab a grenade, he was killed even before he could pull the pin. The last German officer tried to escape. The soldier stood up and took aim. Even though the enemy was moving, he fired with precision and hit his opponent in the head. All 5 bullets hit their targets, all of them headshots. The officer beside him could only watch in silence. Stand.